Read. Say goodbye to busted brackets because FanDuel is allowing you to bet on every game of the NCAA tournament, whether you're betting on a big upset or a 1 seed. It's time to go dancing on America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets if their first $5 bet wins. That's $200 to use on point spreads, money lines. You can even pick who's gonna win it all. Just visit FanDuel.com/UCSS and bet on college hoops until they cut the nets down. All right, Bull, let me ask you guys this. Let me set this one up. I asked you guys this yesterday after the show, and you and Tyvis had different answers, so I'm curious where G's going to fall on this. We know Donovan Mitchell is the most obvious answer to who do the Cavs need back from injury the most. So take him out of the equation.
By the way, 13 games left in the regular season.
That's it.
For the Cavs.
That's it.
Can't go get through that fast enough. Go ahead.
Just about a month left.
Yeah.
Just about a month. So taking Mitchell out of the equation, he's the obvious #1. G, I'll start with you. Actually, you know what, G? We're going to end with you because I know how these two are going to answer. You're the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Who are the Cavs missing more right now? Evan Mobley or Max Strus?
Guys, I think it's definitely Max Strus right now. Jared Allen is playing like an absolute beast and a superstar right now. Mm-hmm. And we've seen all year that the Cavs are better with Jared Allen and 4 shooters.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I didn't say a big man and 4 shooters. I said Jared Allen and 4 shooters. Mm-hmm. Evan Mobley has had kind of a lost season. He hasn't had a good year. For a couple of weeks, he was trying to shoot threes. Mm-hmm. And then he's been hurt twice. He's kind of lost in the soup right now. Yeah. I feel like obviously the Cavs need Donovan Mitchell to be right if they're going to make any kind of run in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. But if you say to me, all right, you're getting Donovan Mitchell back, you can only have Strus or Mobley in the playoffs. I think to how this team has played its best basketball, Strus is much more now, especially now that you have Morris, because he can play some of those backup minutes at center if you need him to. And I would say that I want Strus' shooting, and his game fits how this team plays best with Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell, more than Evan Mobley. Obviously, Evan Mobley is a much better player in the grand scheme of I shouldn't say much better player. He's a better player in the grand scheme of things. And in the big picture, he's probably more important to the franchise. But for this moment in time, this year, and this potential playoff run, I think it's Strus.
I'm going Evan Mobley for the simple fact that our backup center situation isn't great. You know, Tristan Thompson, he's come back, and he hasn't been the Tristan Thompson before he got suspended.
Roiding again.
Yeah.
Start roiding.
He might need to start sticking himself again. But
dang, bro.
What?
Go ahead.
But anyways, to have a guy, I'm not saying that Evan Mobley should come back and obviously go in the lineup with Jared Allen. I think they figured out that, you know, those two work best when they're not in the same lineup. So if you can bring in Evan Mobley and let him be the backup center, now you got a guy who can, even though he doesn't take a lot of threes, when he is at the 5, you can go 5 out. You can let him dominate the inside by himself. And he still brings that defensive presence in there, you know. So I think that Evan Mobley, to me, Strus is fine, but I think you got some shooters right now, you know, with Sam Merrill finally starting to get back to the Sam that Mikey loves. Dean Wade continues to improve his 3. You know, I think you got enough shooters to get it done. I just think that backup center role is the one that can get kind of funky, because if Jared Allen goes out and you depending on Tristan Thompson and he's not what he was before the suspension, then you got a little hole right there.
Gee, you break the tie.
Before I say that, I want to say this. I know they're not going to do it, but
Imani Bates.
No, this is deep. This deeper than rap right here. I've come to the conclusion that watching Jared Allen and watching Donovan Mitchell, if you got to look at the 2s and the 2s, I'm taking Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen as the 2 that you keep and rebuild around. The other 2 guys, if it does not work this year, should be looked to be moved.
Darius and
But
Mobley.
you could only do that if you got the commitment from Mitchell.
Yes, I could only do that because I look at it like this, and I'm going to say Max Strus. Because when I watch Evan Mobley's game, I'm convinced in the sample size that I've seen, based upon his progression, I don't think he's going to progress into what we thought he was. I think he is. To be truthful, I think he's not better than Jared Allen. Jared Allen has shown that. Silently, he's shown you he has better touch around the rim. He's more tenacious on the boards. He runs the floor a little better. He knows his roles exactly, so it ain't no guessing where he gonna be at. He's at his spot where he needs to be. He knows where he can get, and he's very efficient at doing it. I think when you see him continue to thrive without Evan Mobley, the more he's doing that, is showing you as an organization who the person you should be building around. Because you don't got to run him plays. You don't got to wait for Jared Allen to hit threes. We got to wait for Evan Mobley to hit threes and be able to dribble. And I just don't think it is what it is. In this case, it's Max Strus. Because I think one of the best lineups is with Max Strus being able to spread the floor and shoot the ball. To me, that's exactly what they're missing and what they need in the playoffs is that ability to play the 4-out, 1-in. And it's a shame because Evan Mobley, I feel like JB's just going to come back and insert him in the starting lineup. And
that's all part of the reason I don't want him back.
It's just like he's going to put it back. He's going to put it right back in the lineup, Bull, and just say, okay, we live with the results. And
no, he better stagger them.
Nah, he ain't gonna do that. He
better.
Kobe Altman, this is how it's working too, because they've already put the mandate out. If you hear anybody talk about anything, we talk with Jason all the time. They're like, we don't want to spend no more money because we got to put our money away from Evan Mobley. No, Evan Mobley got to earn his max deal. Because that's the problem we had with the first guy. Darius Garland has to earn his max deal. You just don't get to be a max player. The worst thing you could do is max guys out that might not be max worthy. Like Jaylen Brown, $304 million.
He's a lot better than Mobley.
He's a lot better than them, and they thought about it a long time. Like,
biggest
dang, he's second team All NBA. Like, Jaylen Brown, I gotta still sign Tatum. He's a Tatum's up in 2 years. I'm sorry, they're gonna come back and they're gonna put Mobley in this game, and it is what it's gonna be.
Jaylen Brown got the richest deal in NBA history, right?
That good contract, McNuggets. You like that deal?
Who are you picking, Mike?
I take Strus. I don't think it's that close either.
And
Strus is real quick. Not just does he add shooting, he's a pretty good perimeter defender. He's really smart. He's a glue guy that helps all the other five-man groups work together cohesively. And I think with him, you just have a ton more flexibility to mix and match. You don't have to force guys to play because you just don't have the depth on the wings as opposed to up front. I've liked what I've seen from Marcus Morris and Tristan Thompson, at least enough to fill in for what Evan Mobley
I'm curious, Mike. G made the point that he thinks Jared Allen's a better player than Evan Mobley. He gave you a bunch of things. One thing I would even add is that he's got much better basketball instincts.
I agree.
Right?
Sure.
But do you agree that he's a better player?
Right now, yeah. I mean, I think Mobley still has a lot more room to grow. I didn't think we'd ever get this level of Jared Allen, so maybe there's another level he can even go to. But, I think we're at 60 to 70% of what Evan Mobley could be. Could be, G. There's a chance this is it. Like, I thought he was going to be a perennial All-NBA guy. I've kind of
And he still could be.
I'm just saying, he still could be. I've reevaluated on my confidence level of that from being I felt really good about it to I'm not sure anymore. Still certainly could get there. He's actually had a better season than I think he gets credit for. But the fact that him and Allen can't play together is a giant knock. It's a giant knock in his game right now.
It kills him. Because if he just had, look, I'm not talking, if he just had LaMarcus Aldridge, Vin Baker game, Xavier McDaniel, 15-footer, like just the 15 dead spot. Just if you could knock that down consistently, we'd be ready to go. You'd be like, man, we could at least play him off, or they could play him at the high post and work through him through the elbow. And you're right. I think Jared Allen finishes around the rim a lot better. I think he knows where to pump fake. If Jared Allen would have some heart, like when it comes against the Knicks, you know what kind of player he'd be?
Yeah.
I mean,
if Jared Allen were mean, he'd be perfect. He's nice.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, Evan Mobley wasn't no better last year.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
Last year against the Knicks, he wasn't no better.
Oh, no, Evan Mobley is the nicest person in the world.
He's passive.
Yeah.
He's passive.
Yeah, he's a good kid. No, I'm not trying to be.
I hate when people say that.
He is,
He's a
like-
really good kid.
He's a good, nice young man. I ain't trying to hate. Like, I ain't saying nothing bad. Like, Darius Garland's a really nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They ain't got no dog in him, is what you saying.
man,
That killer instinct.
Mamba
mentality.
LeBron is still. I understand this. LeBron is still running around here, 40-some years old, still bullying people. You know why? It's because of that mentality.
I agree.
Like, he just like, yo, you like my little son.
I
I'm
agree.
playing Bronny right now. Let me work him back in to get to my spot.
You're not wrong.